Hey guys, Dark here. This week, we'll be exploring Varlamore Part 2, The Rise in Darkness, as well as really diving into the last little bit of experience for 99 Slayer. What new rewards await us this week? Find out after the intro.
Join me on my journey through the collection log and beyond. This is the Iron Collector.
Alright, so we're going to start off this week's episode working on the new quest, Death on the Isle. As you already saw from last week's episode, I did do ethically acquired antiquities while on vacation. It was a really simple, easy quest, so I knocked it out in almost no time at all. But Death on the Isle here, intermediate, medium length quest. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the new murder mystery quest. Which, I mean, the last one was how long ago now? Like 2006, 2005, maybe 2004. I don't know. It was whenever what's it called? Murder mystery, right there. 2003. So we haven't had a real proper murder mystery quest in over 20 years, but I have a little bit of combat gear on me, a couple energy pots and food. It says thieving and agility, so we'll see what's needed for that. I do know there's an agility shortcut in the back over here, so I'm not sure if we need to go down to this area or up to this area or whatever. But a little bit of that, and then I brought my darts here so that I can work on fletching while running around. So check in. I've had no spoilers on any of these quests. I've had no spoilers on any of these quests, so I don't know what to expect here. So we'll see how long it takes me in the long run. Well, there goes the ability to train fletching while I'm in there. And I see that I lose all my gear. Solid. Okay. Well, we're gonna walk it. Feels right.
So the genius that I am, once again, late at night, doing questing and skilling, bossing, whatever, somehow I managed to mute my microphone. So just a little bit of a voiceover here. This is me finishing up Death on the Isle for some decent experience. It's a really good quest. I really liked the layout. I only got confused one time because the guard tells you, you may have missed out on information. And so I had to go back and talk to everyone and check everything again, making sure I didn't miss anything. And once I was confident that I had seen it all, I got the same message. So I had to assume that it's just going to say that every time. But other than that, really liked the quest. I also went ahead and picked up the needle, the unlimited thread and needle, and then I didn't realize until later, but I have not picked up all the masks from the head butler, so I will go back and get those another time. So after that quest, I went ahead and got over here to Outer Fortis to do meet and greet. Straight up, couldn't find this for a minute. I was expecting all the new quests to be in the newer areas. Never even thought to look over here for the quests. So, yeah, it took me a minute. I didn't think of not looking in Alderaan or the Proud Spire area, but found it, got over here. So, gonna knock this one out next. Has a little bit of combat, shouldn't be too bad though. And here is the completion of Meet and Greet. Pretty straightforward and simple quest. I was way over-prepared for it, but better to be over-prepared than under-prepared and look like a fool. So, that one's done. Really nice quest. Really like this. I've heard these kebabs are decent, especially for how cheap they are, but I looked at them on the wiki, and it looks pretty much identical to a normal kebab, maybe like slightly better. So it's not really like that much worth it, and they cost the same. Like so, not really too much to be concerned about here. And the last quest of the Varlamore Part 2 is the Heart of Darkness. This one is part of the main storyline now, not some of like the extra quests they've added in. Has a mining, thieving, slayer, and agility requirement. I assume we're going to fight some Frost and Agua up here in the dungeon. And then we'll use mining, thieving, and agility at some other point up there. So not too concerned about it. But we'll go ahead and knock this one out, and should be pretty good to go afterwards. Well, I didn't know that I could get a log slot doing this, but Pendant of Ates is acquired. This is a teleport for this new area. I believe that the charges are also dropped by this creature. I thought it was only dropped from the new boss. What's this? A Moxliotl. But apparently these guys also drop it. No idea how rare it is, but I got it. So there's another log slot done. And there is the completion of the Heart of Darkness. I now have access to the Slayer dungeon Tapioic. Tapioic. I don't know. But that has where the Frost Snagwa are, as well as the Moxliotl. The Slayer boss is now unlocked if I want to go and do that. And then a bunch of other monsters that honestly, I don't even know what are in there. I haven't really looked. I'm not too concerned about it. I assume that I'll get something from Konar there. But we did get a little bit of experience and some skills. Some matter, some don't. But that is all the quests done. We now have the quest cape once again. 169 quests in the game. They're getting real close to 200. I'm looking forward to it when it finally comes to be. But with that, we're finished up with all the quests. We're going to take a little peek around and then probably get back to Slayer shortly. There's the end of the Fire Giants task. Got 20 points from it, putting us at 202. But for now, the next task is going to be 41 Iron Dragons in Brimhaven Dungeon. Nice and easy, but I think I would like to go ahead and do some Herblore, or maybe even some of the other new boss that we have. But I think I'm going to try the Herblore first. So let's go and put everything away. Head over to Aldurin and go do some mastering mixologist. So I found this interesting little activity, I guess you could say. Here on Alderaan, right outside of the Moonrise Brewery and Winery, if you talk to the foreman over here, they'll provide you with a grape barrel. And after some short dialogue, they'll tell you that you can go and pick grapes for them for the brewery, but they only want like the ripest ones, which are the sparkling grapes here. So you're just gonna have to run around through the patches and find the sparkling grapevine. And once you fill up the vat, which only takes 4 goes of, you can then you can then take it back up here to the foreman and hand it in for some grapes. It's only 5 grapes every time, which is a free, rather slow way of getting grapes. Like, I thought it might be gold, similar to the Karamja banana plantation, but it is an interesting little interaction that I have. These are kind of things that
I like seeing them add in this content. It just kind of makes it a bit more immersive to the world. Just a little bit of flavor. And I mean, like, if you're a super early game, you don't have the money to spend on grapes, or you haven't done like a lot of like the RFD subquests yet. This is I wouldn't say decent, but it's a way to get grapes if you want to train cooking through wines. But yeah, just interesting little interaction here. I just kind of ran into it while I was looking at something else in the basement there. Alright, so finally it is time to attempt some mastering mixologist. I have my stacks of paste right here. Basically cleaned out most of the non-needed herbs and then a little bit of other ones. Decided to use my toad flax because I have so many brews and toad flax is so easy to get right now. And then I'm continuing to do herb runs when I have them farmed. Tomorrow morning's update will bring in the reduction of prices on the reagents pouch, the potion storage, and the pre-pot device. So I'll probably save for potion storage first. I think it's probably one of the more expensive ones. No, it's not. But it is the one that would clear up the most space in my bank. So I'll go for that one first, just because it's not super expensive. And then we'll go for these other two next. Do these help in here? No. Do these help in here? Does the outfit have like no use? Just the goggles? Interesting. Okay. Well, regardless, we'll get some of the log slots cleared out here. Just pick up a few things. Let's see. What is the log? Yeah, so that's the log. So we'll pick up a couple of the log slots. And then from there, we'll see how it goes. I've not done this yet. So I'm gonna kind of read up on the wiki just to make sure I have some general idea of what I'm about to do. And then we'll step in and make some potions. Alright, so kind of got the hang of it down now. There is actually a plugin already made to make this a little bit easier for you to kind of see what you're needing and what's going on. But this isn't that bad. I actually kind of enjoy it. It's pretty chill. It's a slightly more attention needed version, or like Herblore version of Giant's Foundry, which honestly, Giant's Foundry is one of my favorite minigames, because it saved Herblore for me, or saved smithing for me. So this is pretty easy, pretty alright. Right now I'm mostly just focusing on lie points because the lie is needed a lot. Like, it is by far the most needed resin. Oh my god, that's so close. That timing is terrible. So I'm focusing majority on lie right now. You can kind of see down at the bottom. It's just there's a lot of mocks offered, so you end up doing a lot of mocks. So, it's exactly on the 5th. If you wait just a second too late, you're wrong there. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this. Like, I had heard a lot of bad things about this, and I'm kind of confused. It's pretty chill, pretty easy. There's a little bit of click. It's fairly click intensive, don't get me wrong, but like, that's not a bad thing. We're gonna make this whole batch, because this is a whole bunch of lie. And then I need to deposit some more as well. Yeah, it's not too bad at all so far. I do wish that it was not so tight. I feel like I'm very like squished in this area. I wish there was a couple extra spaces just to run around in. But other than that, no complaints here. So done a little bit of mixologist here, master of mixology here. Not bad. I do like how the update now they've added in a little bit extra. They've balanced out the points a bit, made it a little bit easier that the hopper can hold more things like that. But I'm not really feeling working on Herbler right now. It is a green log, obviously, that I'd like to do. It is something that I think would be good, and I would like to get at least the potion storage soon. What I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to buy 10 Aldarium, because these make the new goading potion along with Harlander potions, which I happen to have 10 of right there. So we're going to go ahead, pop in this really quick, pull that back out. I'm going to make 10 goading potions. This will give me 180 minutes of goading, which, if you aren't aware of what the goading potion does, basically it turns NPCs in a 9x9 tile area around you into aggressive, even if they weren't aggressive before. So if I move up here, you can kind of get an idea of how large that is. 9x9 is massive. The other tiles like over here, but the hill makes it hard to count. It's like right there. Huge area, tons of space. Really good for things like dust devils, since they're not normally aggro, or if there's just another monster that you can kill rather quickly. I feel like it's less good if it's something that takes too long to kill, because Aldarium is rather expensive, so you don't want to use a ton of it necessarily if you don't have to. But I had the points to get like almost 10 hours worth of goading, and I don't feel like that's necessary. For the record, if you put in a little bit of effort and do it on a normal account, these are going for, it says 1.2 mil for 10. I'm pretty sure they're closer to like 150 mil right now, or 150,000 right now. So it's not bad money for not a lot of effort put into it. So it's worth considering it if that's something that you're interested in. And easy Iron Dragon's task completed. Moving on to the next one. Black Dragon in the Catacombs. Ooh, Brutal Blacks. That'll be fun. 57 Black Dragons done. Now we get a task assignment of 169 Abyssal Demons in the Slayer Tower. Yeah. I was considering using goading potions, but those take a little long to kill. They're not super fast, so I might try it, like one dose, just to see how that is. I don't want to waste them because they are so expensive, but I would like to try it out and see how it feels. Alright, here we are at Abyssal Demons. Supposedly, I drink this and all these demons will start being aggressive to me, so let's see. Yeah. If I just auto-retaliate, then I shouldn't have to do anything for 6 minutes. There we go. Okay. It's a little slow. It takes a moment, but yeah, that's pretty AFK. I like that. And with that hit, we now have another 100 Slayer points and 570 tasks done. Sitting at 350,000 Slayer experience until 99. 153 Dagnos on Waterbirth. Oh, how much XP would that be at DK's? Well, been doing this task here at DK's because it's not too bad. And I managed to get the first drop of the task, a Sears ring. I'm also collecting these pieces of these spined and skeletal sets, because I honestly don't know whether or not I have them. I think I can get one more kill in here. But then it's just 53 left on task, so 2 more trips. Shouldn't be too bad. Well, the spine chaps filled the spined armor set and the skeletal top. I don't know where that goes. I don't see it in here. There's rock shell. I have a bunch of pieces missing there. Why? Why is this one here? That's so weird. I had no pieces of that. Okay, well, that's there now. A little bit more things filled out. I gotta work on this more. This one has a lot of stuff that's missing, including all that. But alright, let's go finish the task off. Alright, and finishing off this DK's task with a Rex kill here. Not too bad. Only got the Sears ring here, unless good. Unless? But that's not bad loot. And that is 45,000 XP. We only have 300 left to go. What's next? Pistol demons in the Slayer Tower. Going back there again. Nice quick task.
Yo, 2 different sets of muted clips in one video. Nice. Anyway, this clip was of me getting another log slot, this time the Frozen Tear from the Frost Nagua, which is an elite clue step, killing one of them. So I went down there, did the clue step, and got the Frozen Tear, which will charge the necklace, the Pendant of Ates. On screen now, you'll see a picture of what the interface for the pendant looks like and the locations that you can teleport to. The North Alderaan location you have to unlock separately from the others, though. Alright, and now my next task here is going to be back at Abyssal Demons. I can't remember if I actually got the footage for it or not, but I decided I'm going to bring some goading potions. I'd like to do a little bit of AFKing, and honestly, they work really well. It does kind of feel like wasting them a little bit because it's not like a barrageable task here, but we'll go for it. We'll try it out, see how it is. Can't hurt, at least.
That's the end of the Abyssal Demon task. Back to Konar again. For 5 rune dragons. That should be really quick. And we'll come back. We are 280,000 experience away. Another task done. Honestly, finished it before even taking a second dose of anti-fire. And now we have 120 fire giants at the Brimhaven dungeon. That will be pretty quick. We'll go ahead and knock that one out as well. That's decent XP, I think, as well. We're closing in now. That's obviously not too much XP from that one task, but this one should be pretty decent for it. So let's go knock that out and return back here. And that's 120 fire giants killed. Oh, there's a head on the ground. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and grab the next one. Ooh, 235 necryals. That's nice. That's a good task to use the goading potions on. And I'll go ahead and bring the expeditious bracelets as well. that is what I am going to go ahead and do. Not expeditions. Slaughters. The bracelet slaughter. I'm just here doing the next task. Been using slaughters here, like I mentioned I was. First off, the XP is so good. I'm probably gonna hit under 200k, which will be really, really nice. But I totally forgot that this was a perk that I got off of the Elite Diaries, that your slaughter bracelet can recharge when it disintegrates. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but I'm not gonna be upset about that. It'll make this even better. I did run out of charges on the Explorer's Ring, so we are gonna go ahead and bank if I can teleport to my tree. But yeah, that's really, really nice actually. That means I have even more bracelets than I said I did. Also, I think goading potions have become my new favorite potion because I literally just sit here and click button. It's the easiest thing. I pick up loot. That's all I'm doing. I love it. I love it. I don't use slaughters often. I often honestly just kill what I have on task, but I feel like that's a lot. My task was for 235. It procced almost 70 times. No, almost 90 times. I feel like that's a lot. I'm not going to turn down the XP, don't get me wrong. This was incredible XP. Great amount of value on that. But, yeah. Down to 183. Also, 34 million HP XP. And we're going back to Fire Giants, and this time in the Giants Den. And there's another task done. Really pushed on the health and the prayer there, but 24k EXP brings us to 160,000 XP left until 99. We're getting so close. And that's another barrageable task. And it'll probably be the last of my goading potions, as well as more slaughter bracelets. I'll take care of that one tomorrow. And there's the end of the Jellies task. Got an extra 50, 75 off of it. And 5 clues. 5. Why? Now I have to ship these back and forth to the farming guild and then do them out of there. But that puts me 129,000. That's an easy couple hours of a Slayer. I will not be able to goad anymore, unfortunately. This is my last goading potion, so I'll get like one more task out of, not even a quarter of a task out of it. But that's better than nothing. I really like them, honestly. I think that the goading potions design is really well done. It makes a lot of tasks much more AFK while still being good XP and good fairly decent efficiency. You do need a smaller room. I tried using it over in this jelly area first, and that was just too separated. Everything was too far away. Nothing was really attacking me. Down here in this jelly room, it was a lot easier because everything's a little bit closer. So, like I said, I'll knock out these 5 clues, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, and there is the clues done. Now heading over to grab the next task. It is going to be 160 Abyssal Demons in the Abyss. Oh, that's such a awkward spot. I think I'm gonna skip that. Okay, that's a good task. That is a good task. We're going to do 149 Smoke Devils in a Smoke Devil dungeon. We're going to go ahead and barrage with a cannon and some slaughters. Real nice and easy. Okay. So I somehow managed to kill a Smoke Devil off task after the task was over and spawn a Superior. I finally knocked out those clues. It took me a little bit. I had a bit to do IRL first. 123 blood builds at the Slayer Tower. That's okay. That's a little bit more clumped up. I don't like God Wars just because it's so weird. But blood builds in the Slayer Tower is good. Alright, and after 123 blood builds done, this task is over. Back to Konar. I don't need that. Back to Konar. 75,000 XP left. "57 skeletal wyverns." That is a quick task. Let's go ahead and grab some new gear. Alright, and there is the 57 skeletal wyverns out of the way. 63,000 left. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, and there is the Bloodville task done. We got, oh, there's loop half. Oh, there's loop half. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead back to corner. Now, I have 42,000 experience left. That's really about, like, depending on the tasks, that's not too bad. Okay, 22 Calphites in the Calphite lair. I was going to skip tasks for a barrage task, but I believe Calphite lair is like it's Calphite cave. It's Calphite lair, this one. I can cannon right here. I'm gonna go cannon that because that's pretty quick. And then I'll barrage. I'm not gonna skip an easy task, but I'll use my 500 points and I'll skip for a barrage task. And yeah, then that should knock it out pretty dang quick. There's 132 Calphites killed. I'm pretty sure I got crashed by a bot. I'm not sure, but regardless, task is done. Let's go ahead and skip a little bit for the final task. Let's see what Konar wants to give us. We need 36k. Oh, I wish. That's slow. Perfect. There we go. Alright, with this Kill the Necreel here, it's 128 XP. I am going to go ahead and skip this task. I'm going to take it over to Turiel, get a smaller task so that I can meet up with some people for another 99. This one is so good to get out of the way, even though I know that I will be doing this for like a lot more XP after. But that's future me. We're a problem to worry about. Current me is just going to enjoy getting a 99. Alright, gang is all here. We've got a nice cow task. Let's go ahead and get this done. $99 Slayer. There it is. Oh, it even says Curdle in there. Oh, that's really weird. We have another skill out of the way. 2241. Only 7 more to go. Alright. And everyone is here now. Time to get the cape. I'm gonna go ahead, talk to Curdle. May I buy the Slayer cape, please? That'll be 99,000 coins. Great, I've always wanted one. And there we go. We now have the Slayer cape. Throwing Turth in the air, stomping it out on the ground. It's short and sweet. I give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, and with 99 Slayer out of the way, we're going to go ahead and move over into doing some runecraft. I'd like to get at least a level here at Guardians of the Rift before I move on to the next 99. That's a bit more realistic to get. I think next episode I will cover the plan on exactly what I want to do and exactly the path I'm going to go forward with here. I made the video a while ago, in case you don't remember, or you didn't see it. I made a video kind of outlining my path to 99, but it can be a little updated. So I think now with this skill out of the way, I'll kind of touch on some of the updates and things like that. Just kind of review it a bit more. So one thing I realized that I never did while introducing the Slayer grind was go over exactly how many keys and different things I had that would be collected along the way. Now, having done about half of 98 to 99, or 97 to 98, and the Wilderness, I mentioned that I had never been in Wilderness when I had the Laren's chest existed on this account. So I do have a few of those are all tracked. But the Brimstone chest, I had some keys in my bank already. And so now looking at it, I don't know how many of these are from the 98 to 99 grind, but I'd assume it's most of them. I think I only had maybe 5 or 10 in there. The 35 Laren's keys were also all new. And then going into the bank real quick, also see right here, I have 233 crystal keys. I do believe most of those were already there. I think I completed about 20 throughout the Slayer grind, which was honestly not that bad. It is really nice. I did also pick up probably about 5 long bones along the way. I know there was one giant task where they just kind of flew in. And then looking at the total experience I have in prayer gained during this of things I could bank. Let's move this over a little bit. Leave it, that's good. We're using the outfit, I have 90 to 92, but we'll probably do the Wilderness Altar method, as well as it's demonic altar. Between those, we have 95, and we're missing about 43,000 experience until 96. That does include using Blessed Bone Shards where applicable, with Sunfire Wines, all of my Ensouled Heads, and all the ashes. What this doesn't count, though, is my fossils that I have packed away in the Fossil Island storage that I will turn into calcified bones and then use for prayer XP, which probably at least get me to 96. So we're not that far off. And I do believe that we'll probably bank another level before we start working on the prayer grind itself. So that's really nice to have. Definitely good that it's along the way. I don't know if that's even centered. We'll figure that out later. But I'm going to go ahead and open up these chests and see if we get anything from them. Alright, here we are at the Brimstone chest with my 78 keys, just to check. 282 times it's been opened. I believe that none of those were pre-logged because I don't believe I had the Konar level until after the log existed, or the Konar Slayer requirement. In terms of the items, I do have the Broken Dragon Hosta, I've gotten it twice, and no Dusk Mystic. So let's go ahead and start opening these and see if we get anything. 25 left. Another Broken Dragon Hosta, of course. I know they're only like 1 in 50. I think I'm actually dry on it. Maybe 1 in 100. And left. Come on, just any piece. I'll take the boots even. The worst part. That's in my opinion. Give me 1. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I thought I got something there. 1. Last. Ah. Alright, well, nice little inventory there. 8.3 million GP. Not bad. Yeah, the Broken Dragon Hosta, if I'm not mistaken, is a 1 in 50. And I honestly have no use for it. So that's probably just going to get out. I already have one. I don't need another one. Oh, that's even worse. That's 1 in 200. And I've gotten 3 of those now. Yeah. Cool. Alright. No way. No way. Oh, I gotta get out. Gotta get out. I just started that recording. Oh my god. I got a piece. I'm doing the Lawrence keys. I gotta go bank it. I forgot to start recording. I'm ready. Oh my god. One piece of Dagenhai down. Ooh, that's nice. That's a good feeling. That is a good one. Let's pop this up here in line with the rest of them. We'll go back to that in a minute. Alright, unfortunately nothing else. But I got 1 Dagenhai. I can't complain.
Instead of my normal outro to video, I'm going to go ahead and use these Chambers of Xerix clips. That will be the end of this episode. It was really good, great progress. We finished out 99 Slayer. Got to do a bunch of the new Varlamore Part 2 content, and honestly was just overall really productive. I am looking forward to moving out of Slayer for a little while now, and going off to do other grinds. I'll be able to kind of mix and match a little bit easier. Hopefully I can get as close to max as possible before League starts. At this point we probably have about a month and a half until it starts is my estimation. But thank you all for watching the video. If you are interested in checking out the rest of the playlist, there's a cue card in the corner that you can click and checking out the entire journey so far. And if you liked this video, please put a like on it, subscribe to the channel to see more if you haven't already. I'm just going to keep rolling out these videos, so there's always going to be something new to see. Thank you so much once again for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.